Things certainly heated up last night on The Bachelorette as the cast headed over to the Dominican Republic for the overnight suites. This is the episode where the final 3 gentlemen will move along or not. So some of the dates did move along and some of them did not. One of my picks, I know that you're enjoying this, Andy.
Well, you know, he was a sentimental pick. I thought that this guy had everything in line. There was a connection, but I think it got down to the logistics of whether or not they could make it as a couple because he's a farmer and he has to be on his farm.
Yeah, geography is destiny in this case. Well, let's talk about some of the things that were home runs, including Josh. So she had an overnight date with Josh. They actually had a really, really romantic date. And what's interesting is, you know, things are really down to the wire, Andy, so they're progressing along. And I think the two of them have a great chemistry. They have tons of fun. He seems like he's up for anything. I wasn't a huge fan in the beginning. I thought, you know, maybe he's not in it for the right reasons, as they say. He came off like a little bit of a player, and she had her doubts about him. But Josh, play on.
Well, he seemed the most genuine of the entire show, the entire season, this particular episode. In his element in the Dominican, he can speak Spanish, loves baseball, so this was a date custom made for him.
Okay, he also proclaimed his love for Andy, so there's that, and the two of them certainly heated up. Overnight date, check mark. Nick, here's another, you know what? Nick is both of our picks, so this would be a good thing if Nick actually made it to the end, because it would be good for our relationship, Andy, that we wouldn't be arguing over our bets.
Nick he was very boyish in this, very coy. He had a hard time expressing his feelings. Is it an act? It's been explained that he is a bachelor and bachelorette almost professional. He knows every season, knows every episode. He's playing her to a certain extent.
You think he's playing her?
No, he knows what to do and what to say. But I think that he has the strongest connection. It will be Nick in 2 weeks' time. Mark my words.
I agree with you in that he seems to have the intelligent edge, that, you know, that quirky sort of sense of humor. They've got good banter here. This was fun to watch. Hendy's date with Chris. He, of course, is totally experienced when it comes to horseback riding, as he runs a farm, and she was a little bit nervous on the horse.
Yes.
Just a little bit nervous. But not only that, the two haven't progressed in the same speed as the other two guys. I think certainly Chris is a great choice.
He would be the best choice for taking care of her as far as being like there for her. He's
there
a rock,
for her,
right?
Yeah.
But
he's salt of the earth, solid guy.
She didn't
You know
feel it.
what, though? When it comes to casting the next Bachelor, out of these 3 guys, he's got my vote.
I think Chris will have to be it, and every bachelorette going in will know that he's a farmer, and they'll have to sign up. They have to be fine with that, or else they won't be on the show.
That's kind of a nice theme for the next season, don't you think? I have a feeling producers are thinking of those things.
Nick in 2 weeks. Next week, the Bachelorette tells all. The Bachelors tell all.
Okay, including the comeback of Marcus, one of my picks.
And Andrew, the villain. Crazy dude.
All right. Still ahead, we'll be joined by Mike Yanni, who's doing a social media roundup. How Archie of the comic book series will end. It's the end of an era. How the series is going to end, it might be a bit of a surprise.